Time for your Saturday morning special. Just an FYI, which I'm going to reach out to people on Friday for the game show, my other channel, the political game show. It's not going to be at 9 p.m. Eastern. It's going to be at 10 p.m. Eastern. Wife and I celebrate our anniversary this Saturday. A couple different things. We couldn't too close, so we're actually going to get together, 4 contestants, 10 p.m. WND.com, another great site. I remember when the whole birth certificate scandal was going on with Obama, WND was all over it. And they're writing this article, biggest scandal in U.S. history about to break. Investigative reporter who broke Hillary email bombshell reveals what's coming next. While the FBI, the Department of Justice, dig into some 650,000 emails on the computer of Huma Abedin and Anthony Weiner, the man who reported back in August that Abedin was sending classified emails to her non-secure account, is explaining how the trail leads to where we are now. And he predicts the biggest scandal in U.S. history is about to break loose. Jerome Corsi, I'm sure you remember that name. You should if you remember anything with the Obama birth certificate and stuff and some other things. Jerome Corsi, a senior staff writer at WND.com and author of Partners in Crime, first reported in late August that Abedin forwarded work-related emails to her private account after he scoured a report on emails from the watchdog group Judicial Watch. He says, I was looking it over and it hit me. She just forwarded that email to herself. Why would she do that? I started looking, and I realized there had been about 300 emails released by Judicial Watch. I realized she forwarded 200 of them to herself. The account to which the emails were being forwarded was partially redacted except in one email. That address was Humam Abedin at yahoo.com. As soon as I had that, I realized that she was sending many classified State Department emails offline to Yahoo, which is completely insecure. She was sending both emails she received at state.gov and emails she received at clintonemail.com, the private server, Corsi explained. But Abedin, who was not the only one sending emails to her private email account. Quote, Hillary was sending emails from clintonemail.com to Huma Abedin at yahoo.com. They were both involved, and they completely compromised the State Department security because anybody that had the password or username could read, in unredacted form, all these emails in real time, Corsi said. Why would you go to the problem of downloading, offloading it from the State Department computer, that many emails, when if you were trying to follow the rules, you could just read them at the State Department? Corsi said that there is no question there was sensitive, classified information included in these emails. He says some of them that I found and published have been marked classified by the State Department. One in particular I remember was a Sid Blumenthal email. It came to Hillary. She sent it to Huma, and Huma sent it to herself, and the State Department marked it classified. He points out the classification came later, but that should not matter. They did that retroactively afterward, but it still should have been known to be classified by Hillary because there are rules where documents don't have to be marked classified to be classified when you're at her level. Then the mystery of Corsi became how Abedin was sending emails from one account to the other. If Huma went to all this trouble to offload all these emails that I know about, then she probably didn't use a State Department device. She probably used someone else's device. Enter Anthony Weiner, the disgraced former New York congressman, who is Abedin's estranged husband. Although they were still together during Clinton's years at the State Department, it was really the FBI and the New York Police Department that decided to go knock on Weiner's door with a search warrant. Once they found the computer and the emails, they knew they had a case. This way, they didn't have to go get permission, which they never would have been given by FBI Director James Comey or Attorney General Loretta Lynch to continue investigating the Clinton emails. Of course, he said there should be no doubt as to the criminality of Abedin and Clinton offloading emails onto Abedin's Yahoo account. That's obviously a major felony in violation of federal security laws for handling classified information, he said. You can't do that. And why couldn't they do that? The rules for handling classified materials is you've got to handle them on secured channels. You can't let them go on an insecure channel, he says. Clearly, sending these emails to yahoo.com, in which we know some of them had classified material because they've been marked classified, is a violation of the law, and it doesn't require intent. He said Clinton and Abedin could have avoided this entire scandal by establishing secure government accounts and not sending any of it to private accounts. This was such an obvious violation of law, and perhaps leading to an espionage case or a treason case, that when presented to Comey, he really had no alternative than to go forward, of course, he said. He said the key to the story getting legs is the New York Police Department involvement in investigating Anthony Weiner's alleged sexting of underage girls. With the NYPD on it, in addition to the Department of Justice in New York, there's no way to contain the case by saying you're not allowed to pursue it from the FBI's viewpoint. The New York Police Department said, well, we'll pursue it, of course, he said. Of course, he believes the story is about to explode, as he believes Clinton and Abedin moved all the emails in preparation for a pay-to-play scheme for access to her emails. In addition, a Tuesday release from WikiLeaks shows a March 3, 2015 email from Clinton campaign chairman John Podesta to former Clinton State Department Chief of Staff Cheryl Mills, urging a quick dispatching of unidentified emails. On another matter, and not to sound like Lanny, but we are going to have to dump all those emails, so better do so sooner than later, wrote Podesta. This is a crime scheme that stinks, of course, he said. I think this WikiLeaks and this cache of 600,000 emails from the State Department, plus the other documentation we've gotten over time, I think this is going to be the biggest scandal in United States history, and it's just about to break. So, we all have recently heard on top of this now, which actually, I'm doing this video November 3rd, in case you're wondering, 10 p.m. Eastern. Fox News all of a sudden is now claiming that this something may lead to an indictment. FBI mutiny, Obama Department of Justice blocking 2 separate Hillary indictments as new Huma emails discovered. And by the way, I also read, and I've already mentioned this before, but now I understand 6 different times, Mr. President Obama absolutely knew about emails because certain names would change, and he needed to be notified of the new email or the new name this person's going by to email them on this private system or servers. So we have FBI mutiny, Obama Department of Justice blocking 2 separate email indictments as new Huma emails discovered. FBI agents have leaked the Obama Department of Justice The Obama Department of Justice is blocking 2 different indictments, each of which they believe they have a strong chance of indicting Hillary on criminal charges. Against orders from the Obama administration, FBI agents reveal they have been in a struggle against officials appointed in the Department of Justice by President Obama for nearly a year to serve 2 separate indictments against 2 Democratic presidential nominee Hillary Clinton. I think we need to rewrite that sentence. FBI agents revealed they have a very strong case for a RICO indictment against Hillary Clinton. Agents add that they believe their case was already strong enough for an indictment, and new information revealed by WikiLeaks only adds evidence to the case. The agents insist their case was strong enough prior to the WikiLeaks Podesta email revelations to serve an indictment, but the recent revelations add to the evidence they already have. Agents have also revealed that the investigation into the Hillary scandal, whatever, has uncovered new emails found on Hillary Clinton's private server, which the FBI believes are classified. However, the classification of the emails need to be verified by other agencies. And again, we have, was it Bill Meyer, Fox News, saying he's been told by 2 confidential informants from the FBI or something. Again, this is hearsay, but that they, kind of what I just read you, an indictment, and at least an indictment may be coming. We can only hope so. And as much as this is blowing up in their face, the club, the Hillary people, the Obama people, the damn shadow government, each time I hear something new, breaking news, oh my gosh, Hillary again, all I think of is, what are these people willing to do to stop this, stop us, you and I, in the world, from reading their dirty, dirty secrets and laundry? Because they're now saying some of what was on Anthony Weiner's laptop is now implicating Hillary Clinton, Huma Abedin, with the old sex offender back into Haiti. There's people that were bringing out children from Haiti, the earthquake. The group was stopped by the government. One of the ladies was charged with some kind of trafficking of children. They're tying this in. Is there some kind of pedophile ring? That's what they're alleging now. And I want you to understand that if it's true, and you're the Clintons, and you're the Obamas, and you're the Bushes, and you're the club, and you know this is about to come out, by God, you need something to stop this in its tracks. And I'm here to tell you, the only thing that I can think of that would do such a thing is another worse than 9/11 event. Power goes, and solar flare just hit. Thank God Obama passed that executive order the other day. You know, something huge. We are days away from this election, and we might even be days away from Hillary Clinton getting in big trouble, and they know it, and we need to stop that very quickly. Stop the transfer of information. How can we do that? We got to take the internet down. They've already prepared because they gave the domain name service to freaking the UN. Sight unseen, no Congress vote. The president just said, here you go, it's yours. And no sooner than we did that, we have these 2 major denial of service attacks that knocked down Twitter and some other social media sites. Oh, it was from the Chinese security cam systems that people have at their houses, that they were infected with malware. I said it before, I'll say it again. It's not an object you get on the internet with. It's a security camera. It has its own built-in software. It might check the internet for updates to its own server. And if the DNS that we handed over, ICANN, to the UN, has now been screwed with, and those cameras went to go check their server for an update, and instead we're directed over here to get the update, then what? Then those devices could possibly have gotten malware. And the reason your home computer or laptop didn't do that is because you'd be able to see it potentially happen when you open up a web browser or something. You're trying to go to one site and it redirects you over here. You're like, what the hell just happened? But if it's on a device in your house, a security camera, you don't know, you don't get to see where that's going or what it's doing. It could have easily been told, go over here for that information instead of here, because the DNS just rerouted you. Is it any coincidence that these things just happened? Not a chance in hell. I can only hope that next week we have the elections. Donald Trump wins. There's no outages. There's no fake, not fake, it ain't going to be fake. No terror attack, no nothing. Because the club needs another Osama bin Laden, and they need him now more than ever before. And I will remind you, remember the Guccifer hacker? He was indicted and brought into America after he did his time in Ukraine, Romania, I think. He hacked into some politicians over there and found out that Colin Powell was having an affair with this chick over there, and they didn't like that, so they threw him in jail. And when he got out, we want him in America for some other stuff too. And he said in an interview, while he was in jail in Romania, they showed the interview. He said, yes, I've hacked the Pentagon, the Rockefeller family, the Bush family. And when I got to those two, Bush and Rockefellers, based off of information I got off of them, there's going to be a terror attack, again, blamed on terrorists, in America in 2016. It would either be in Chicago or Pennsylvania. He said for whatever reason, he don't know why those were two choices. Maybe they didn't settle on one. They weren't sure. He says one or the other. That was what he said, what he found. Now that it's been come out and he said it and we've repeated it, is it still going to happen? I would like to say I hope not. But damn it, do they need one to happen right now. Take care.